Have you guys ever thought about wide open spaces, Castroville, Texas, quiet nights? Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on a subdivision called the Enclave at Potranco Oaks. That's going to be our reference point. We're going to have a bird's eye view of what's around there and how far everything is. So let's get into the computer. Welcome, guys. Have you ever thought about Castroville, Texas? Now, where is Castroville, Texas? What is Castroville, Texas? What's out in Castroville, Texas? So let me get on my little pin, right? And here is Castroville. Today we're going to be really focused on the Enclave at Potranco Oaks. It's this really beautiful gem of a neighborhood. I have another video on it already. I think it's about 70 to 75 homes, so a pocket community. Very small town feel, which is very corresponding and just very aligned with what Castroville is. It's a small town vibe. It's very charming. First, families, veterans, buyers looking for privacy and space. Why are they looking for privacy and space? Because this is where Castroville is located. Now, if you take Potranco, right, all the way down, well, obviously you'll hit 1604. But you can take it to 151 and then you can go 90 and hit San Antonio. So that is about 30 minutes of your time. So you still get like good proximity to San Antonio, but you are not in the thick of San Antonio. And I did a pros and cons video as well. And when you are here in Castroville, this is considered from San Antonio the far west. So you don't have all that traffic. Now, I will say this, Castroville is charming, it is small and it's fun, but there's a lot of growth going out there. Now, this is a smart equity play because you can get in early in this new construction. And I'll get to why I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to be looking at the reference point. There's a lot of new construction out here, but I'm going to show you the reference point to this video, why we're here. So if you're out here, there's no traffic, right? Now, here's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the Enclave at Potranco Oaks. And I think they start in the high threes, so like 395, 399. That's not what this video is about. But why I wanted to tell you that and why I'm just giving you this information, because you could go look at this yourself, right? You absolutely could. However, I have thousands of stories, and I mean thousands. I've helped a lot of people buy and sell homes here in San Antonio, Castroville, all the surrounding areas. And I love my sales consultants, I love my builders, but at the end of the day, the builder works for the builder. The sales consultant works for the builder. So I give you all this and you can go. But there has been a lot of times where I've helped my client where the builder is on the builder's side. So reach out to me. I'd love to help you in any way that I can. But Texas Homes is a wonderful builder. There's a lot of other new construction out here, actually with bigger lot sizes. So in this area, San Antonio, Castroville, sometimes they'll go up to 1 acre lots. And I know the sales consultants, I know the builders out there. Like I said, reach out to me. I can help you with all of that. But in this video, we're going to look at proximity to hospitals. We're going to look at proximity to schools, daycares, churches. I'm a man of faith. I love Jesus. That is not ever going to be hidden in these videos. I don't care if you do or do not. I will serve you equally. I don't care. I'm just telling you who I am, right? Proximity to eateries, proximities to the Air Force bases, proximity to everything important. So let's get to that portion. Let's go. Okay, guys. So now what we're going to focus on is a lot of the big stuff. So we're going to focus on downtown San Antonio, right? And I already kind of touched on it a little bit, but you're about 30, 40 minutes away depending on traffic. The airport is extremely important because, I mean, unless there's like smaller private ones that I'm not super aware of, but I mean, they're out there. I mean, San Antonio International Airport is probably the closest one. We're going to look at all three of our Air Force bases, Lackland Air Force Base, Sam Houston, and then Randolph, to see if this is conducive for you. I know a lot of veterans will buy in Castroville. They either want two things. They don't mind the drive or they work remote. So let's flip this around. Let's do this real quick, and then we'll put here downtown San Antonio. Like I said, 211, you can go down, take 90 all the way. and it's about 36 minutes. So decent drive if you, what is this, Potranco into, this is Potranco, and then 90. This looks to be like Potranco all the way down until you hit 1604. Actually, I know for a fact that is because this is all Potranco right here. Then you hit 1604, come down, hit 90, and then you will be at the airport, which is about 30 to 40 minutes away. Oh, there it is. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now, that's the airport. We can talk about now the Lackland Air Force Base. So Lackland Air Force Base is going to be a little bit closer only because it is what we consider, let's see, northwest, southwest. So this is a really good decision because the houses out here, like you just saw the Texas homes, right? Boom, they're beautiful. I have a video on that as well. Go find it on my page. It's a vlog and a pros and cons about it. But Lackland Air Force Base is about 25 to 30 minutes away. Yeah, 25, 30 minutes away, depending on the commute. So investing out here in Castroville is a smart equity play. There's not a lot of construction yet. The houses are beautiful. Some sit on 0.5 to 1 acre tracts of land here in Texas. And then you have about a 25 to 30 minute drive to Lackland Air Force Base. Now let's look at Fort Sam Houston. Fort Sam Houston is going to be a much farther drive. So let's see, Fort Sam Houston, yeah, because it is on essentially, so this is what we like to call, it's kind of tough because it's north central, right, on like this end, but then over here it's almost east, like north central, northeast, regardless of the situation, or you know what, however we'd like to see it, it's still, I mean, it's a decent drive. You're looking at about 41 minutes. So I'm telling you, Lackland Air Force Base is the closest Air Force Base in proximity to our reference point, which is 110 Thunder Gulch. And those are the Potranco home, the Potranco, or the Enclave at Potranco Oaks, sorry, on Potranco Road in Castroville. There's more builders out there, but that's the closest one, is Lackland Air Force Base. So after that, we are going to look at, let me move this, it's Randolph. And Randolph is about the same distance. Now we're gonna look at Randolph Air Force Base, which is even a farther drive. So I'm telling you guys, literally it's all of 90, look at that. And then I-10, and then you get, so this is the northeast part of San Antonio, Live Oak, Selma, Shirt, Cibolo. Now, there are some really pretty properties out there too, but from Castroville, going to Randolph Air Force Base, yeah, absolutely 100%. It's about, look at that, about 59, 58. So let's just say an hour. It doesn't matter. Let's just say an hour at this point because from Castroville to Randolph, it's about an hour. So either you don't mind the drive, which is your prerogative, or you work remote and you want to be somewhere quiet. You want to be somewhere still in proximity to San Antonio, but not in San Antonio. So those are the 3 Air Force bases. Let's go to the next part. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about entertainment, right? We're gonna dive a lot deeper into entertainment, but I do want to point this out. This is really cool if you have kids. I mean, even if you're an adult, you can go on your own, right, with your significant other, or just by yourself. Who cares? It's your prerogative. It's your world. All right. So from Thunder Gulch, right? From Thunder Gulch is so funny. From that subdivision in Castroville, look at that. SeaWorld is about 24 minutes away. In Texas time, that's really close. That's why I said it's actually really, really close. It's really, really, really close to Thunder Gulch. Now, what I want to focus on is the medical center because that's important. There are hospitals more nearby Castroville. However, the medical center or the medical district, I mean, it's where we had, you know, our babies. But it's important to at least know where it's at. And it's about 42 to 45 minutes away, 90 and then 410, and then you'll get to North Central, which is the medical center area. So SeaWorld is about 25 minutes away, and then the medical center area is about 40 to 45 minutes away. Like I said, however, there are other options in terms of hospitals from our reference point where we'll be looking at. So let's hop on to the next portion and we'll cover those here shortly. All right, guys, so we're gonna focus right now on the hospitals. Like I said, the medical center is about 40 to 45 minutes away, and that's more north central San Antonio. If you want different options, so look, here's Castroville right here. And here is the subdivision that we're looking at from Castroville, right? And so that's a pretty close drive, I'd say about 15 to 20 minutes. However, from Thunder Gulch to Medina Regional Hospital, it's let's say about 15 to 20 minutes closer than the medical center in the north central part of San Antonio. So like I said, there are options. That's Medina Regional Hospital. And then we're gonna look at Christus, Santa Rosa, Westover Hills, which I know that's actually pretty close. That's a 25-minute drive. You just take Potranco all the way down. And then this has to be Tally and then Wiseman right here. So this is a new hospital that they have just built, and this is 25 minutes away. Again, in Texas time, that is really, really, really close. And then last but not least, it is Methodist Hospital on Floyd Curl Drive, which is, like I said, where we had our babies. So we know it all too well. It is right here, and it's your good old, about 36 minutes. So I guess we're taking 90 to 410. I think the medical center had us more central, but this is Methodist Hospital, and it is about 36 minutes away. However, I do want to say this, and for the record, there is no school right now. So there's no teachers, there's no staff, there's no kids. So I would add to all of these times about 5 to 10 minutes, because these are all school zones, and the traffic during the school time is insane. So I always want to be transparent with people coming into Texas, into San Antonio, into Castroville, wherever. During the summer, these times right here, I know it's a bunch of scribbles, these times right here are a little less, right? They're not as inflated as once school rolls back around. So I know NISD got out about a week ago. At least my wife works for the school district. So about a week ago, and they go back early August, I believe. So you get about 2-3 months of just straight shots. I mean, it's awesome. No traffic. But yeah, those are the 3 medical areas nearby. Now let's go talk about eateries. All right, guys, so we talked a lot about Air Force bases and the airport and, downtown San Antonio. We talked about medical areas, and we talked about a little bit about entertainment with SeaWorld. So right now I want to touch on eateries. I thoroughly enjoy eating. I hope you do too. So this is Castroville, right? But from where we're at, Juliana's restaurant, or Juliana's restaurant. So Juliana's restaurant is about 20 minutes away. Now, if you were in like the heart of Castroville, that would cut probably another like 7 to 10 minutes. So this would be about probably 7 to 15 minutes max, maybe. Again, no school, but right now it's about 20 minutes away. So we talked about Juliana's. Now let's talk a little bit about entertainment, right? So Castroville Regional Park, from Castroville right here, that is about, I would say about 5, 7, 10 minutes. From our area, it's about 18 minutes. So at least you know that you have a good park near you if you want to go, for a walk, be outside, take the kids, just kind of enjoy what Castroville has to offer. At least you know that you have a park about 15 to 20 minutes away from you. Now what we're going to look at is the Alsatian Golf Club. So pretty much same distance. It is about 19 to 20 minutes away. And I have actually been wanting to get into golf myself. So if you use me and, I help you close a golf club set is definitely in the works. And if you like to play golf and if you have patience and mercy and grace, I would love to play with you, like hands down. Now, let's look at something for the babies, right? Medina Youth Sports. So this is for the kids, right? It's Medina Youth Sports Complex. And this is about another 18 minutes away. I'm actually gonna zoom out here a little bit from where the reference point is, which is the Enclave at Potranco Oaks. And then you would get to, so there is a lot to do in Castroville. Don't just think that because you're, not in proximity of San Antonio that Castroville doesn't have a lot to offer. It does. It really does. And I love the feel and the vibe, and it's just laid back, and it's going to take a while for a lot of the stuff to develop. And so I just don't see it like exploding like San Antonio did. So let's get to the next portion. All right, so let's talk about a gym, and then there's a lot of local community centers, but I like focusing on my fitness and well-being. So I think everybody should, but then again, hey, you don't have to if you don't want to. Anyways, but there is an Anytime Fitness about 11 minutes away from that reference point. But if you are in Castroville, it's probably about 5 minutes away, which is extremely closer. And if you're looking for schools, Castroville Elementary School is about 14 to 15 minutes away. So what I want to say is that everything is pretty much in close proximity with each other. All you really have to do is go down Potranco, and so Potranco onto 471, and you'll get to Castroville, you'll get to the parks, you'll get to the eateries, you'll get to the daycares, which I'm going to show you one right now. You'll get to the schools, and Castroville has great schools, by the way. Actually, a lot of, and it's Medina Valley ISD. I know a lot of people are like, well, it's not Northside ISD. That really doesn't matter. The quality of schools is, and you can do it yourself, greatschools.org if you want to go look it up, but the quality of the schools and the surrounding cities and towns is actually really good, even though it's not NISD or any ISD, but it's Medina Valley ISD, and I've heard nothing but good things. But do your own research if you want to go look that up. But there is a Little Feet Academy. So yeah, there's Little Feet Academy in Castroville, and again, it's another 15 to 20 minutes away. Yeah, there's also the Creative World Learning Center in Castroville, and that's another 16 minutes away. So again, I just want to reiterate, everything is really, really, really close, even from this vantage point here. 15 to 20 minutes away when you're in the actual city of Castroville. But when you're trying to get somewhere into San Antonio outside of SeaWorld and Lackland Air Force Base, it's going to be a decent drive. So again, like I said, I'm a man of faith. I am a Christian. So let's look at some churches. So one of the churches from this area here, the Enclave at Potranco Oaks, right, again, you just go down and then you'll end up in Castroville. It's St. Louis Catholic Church. If you're a Catholic, then like I said, everything is pretty much in close proximity. Then you have the Medina Valley Church of the Nazarene, which is another 12 to 15 minutes away. And then you have, for the Lutherans, Zion Lutheran Church, which is, again, like I said, everything is extremely close. Very close proximity if you're in Castroville. It's just right there. It's a super tight-knit, it is a city, but it feels like a town. I was gonna say super tight-knit town. Like I said, everything is very close. Even if you're here, there's also Perry, there's also Davidson out here, I think there's some Lennar houses out here. But yeah, I hope you found this video informative. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it extremely informative. My name is Jose Buentello. If you're thinking about making the move to San Antonio, Castroville, any of the surrounding areas, or anywhere in Texas, please let me be a guide, a reference point, your agent. My number is 210-996-9608. I hope I can help you directly, even if it's new construction, especially if it's new construction and pre-owned. 210-996-9608. Contact me, please. Subscribe to my channel. My Calendly link is down below. My QR code is at the top right. Remember, for every closing at the very end of the year, we give a cars to a local charity for boys and girls for Christmas time. God bless you guys, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.